Most people will stay broke in 2025, just like they did last year. Why? Because they follow the wrong financial rules. They work hard, save money, and hope that someday they'll be free. But according to Robert Kiyosaki, that's a lie. The traditional system, going to school, getting a job, and saving for retirement, is designed to keep people trapped in a cycle of financial struggle. If you don't learn how money really works, you will always work for money instead of making money work for you. Robert Kiyosaki, best-selling author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, has spent decades teaching people how to break free from financial struggles. And today, we're going to reveal why most people never escape the paycheck-to-paycheck trap, and how you can turn your financial life around in 2025. If you've ever felt like no matter how much you work, you're always behind on bills, stuck in debt, or unable to build wealth, this video is for you. The myth of working hard and saving. Most people believe that working hard and saving money will make them rich. They've been taught to get a good job, put money into a 401k, and avoid debt at all costs. But this is exactly why they stay broke. Inflation eats away at their savings. Taxes take a huge portion of their paycheck, and they never learn how to create real financial freedom. If you don't understand how money works, you will always be stuck working for money. But the rich, they make money work for them. Kiyosaki explains that the biggest mistake people make is relying only on a paycheck. Most people spend their entire lives earning active income, trading time for money. They wake up, go to work, get paid, and repeat. The problem, if they stop working, the money stops coming in. That's why the rich don't focus on earning a paycheck. They focus on owning assets. Instead of working for money, they build systems that generate passive income, like real estate, stocks, and businesses. Think about it. If your income stops the moment you stop working, you are not financially free. You are financially dependent. The truth about debt. Another reason most people stay broke, they don't understand debt. Most people believe all debt is bad. But Kiyosaki teaches that there's a difference between bad debt and good debt. Bad debt, credit cards, car loans, personal loans, takes money out of your pocket. Good debt, real estate investments, business loans, puts money into your pocket. Most people go into debt to buy things that lose value. Cars, vacations, gadgets. But the wealthy use debt strategically to acquire income-producing assets. Imagine two people. One takes out a loan to buy a brand new car, which loses value every year. The other takes out a loan to buy a rental property, which not only increases in value, but also generates monthly cash flow. One is drowning in payments. The other is building wealth. The rich use debt to get richer. The poor use debt to look rich. If you want to escape this trap, stop using debt to finance liabilities and start using it to acquire assets. Why schools don't teach financial freedom. Another key lesson from Kiyosaki. The education system isn't designed to make you rich. It's designed to make you an employee. Schools don't teach financial education. They don't teach you how to invest, how to manage money, how to use taxes to your advantage. Instead, they teach you how to follow order, work hard, and depend on a paycheck. That's why so many people graduate from college with student debt, but no real understanding of how to build wealth. They assume that because they have a degree, they'll automatically be financially successful. But knowledge about money is more valuable than any diploma. The rich understand that financial education is the key to freedom, and they never stop learning. How to escape financial struggles in 2025. Kiyosaki outlines 3 critical steps. 1. Build assets, not liabilities. Most people struggle financially because they spend their entire lives accumulating liabilities, things that drain money from their pocket. Instead of acquiring income-producing assets, they buy expensive cars, luxury items, and high-end electronics, believing they are signs of wealth. But in reality, these purchases only make them poorer. An asset puts money into your pocket, whether you work for it or not. A liability takes money out of your pocket. Many people think their house is an asset, but if you're paying a mortgage, property taxes, and maintenance costs, and it's not generating cash flow, it's actually a liability. Compare that to a rental property, one that brings in more income than its expenses. That is a true asset because it works for you, not against you. If you want financial freedom, you must shift your mindset and start acquiring assets. Some of the best assets to consider include real estate investments, dividend-paying stocks, cash-flowing businesses, digital products, and intellectual property. 2. Create multiple streams of passive income. Relying on just one source of income is one of the biggest financial risks you can take. Most people work hard at a job, trading their time for money, but the moment they stop working, their income stops too. That's why they stay trapped, always dependent on their employer. The wealthy don't just rely on one income stream, they create multiple sources of passive income, money that flows in whether they work or not. The more passive income streams you have, the less dependent you become on a single paycheck, and the faster you can achieve financial independence. 3. Learn the rules of money. The rich follow a different set of rules than the poor and middle class. They know how to use tax strategies legally to keep more of their income, leverage debt to build wealth, continue educating themselves about money. The difference between being rich and poor isn't luck, it's financial education. The bottom line: most people will stay broke in 2025 because they won't take action. But you are different. You now understand why the rich get richer and the poor stay poor. The question is, what will you do about it? If you want to change your financial future, start by making these 3 moves. Invest in assets that generate income. Eliminate bad debt and use money wisely. Continue learning because financial education is the key to freedom. The question isn't, can you be rich? The question is, will you do what it takes? If you're ready to take control of your financial future, hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. What's your biggest financial goal for 2025?